Okay, sorry, my tangent.
No, we both got off topic. It's on ADHD moment.
Yep. I called in a few favors back in Brooklyn and got someone at the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about local history. Turns out they do. And it turns out that Old Man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the piece of the plans that I am missing. I'm not gonna like where that's going. I know what's about to happen, and I'm not a fan of it.
Why not?
Because
see, now we're on the other side of the park. We started there, and now we're up here.
We still haven't gone through the House of Horrors. Like, that's...
Yeah, we haven't found the flashlight. There's Sideshow Alley, House of Horrors, and Roller Coaster. That's what we haven't done.
Oh, no.
But it looks so happy! Look at it! It's little happy clouds!
Okay, no, look up at the actual ride for me. Yeah, that don't look happy.
I think it looks perfectly safe.
Right.
That is some...
weird music.
Funky. It's, hold up. It's not already closed?
Yeah! Okay. State Bureau Fair Rides Inspection. Oh, good. We do have a State Bureau for that. Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
State Inspection Report. Inspection date, September 22nd, 1980. Results were unsafe. Close the park. Inspectors connects. After touring the park, riding the rides, and viewing the startling number of incidents suffered here in the park, it is this inspector's opinion that Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all safety regulations. While I understand that there is a sensitive political relationship between Mr. Winter and the senator, I nevertheless suggest that such political considerations be set aside in condemning Atlantic Island Park. The rides at first glance appear well constructed. I'm sure that's well constructed and maintained, but the sheer number of incidents in the park during the last few years and during construction lead me to believe that there is something wrong at the base level of construction, and we should close the park and fully investigate these flaws. To wit, here is a partial list of the fatalities. That's a lot of bullet points for a partial list. In the park since opening only 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Family of 3 killed when a roller coaster cart derailed. 14 separate incidents of broken bones and crushed ribs while riding the Octotron.
Yeah.
3 quote-unquote suicides from the top of... Ferris wheel. A child seriously injured on the escalator.
Suicides in quotation marks. I don't know, Ross. Don't
question, sir. I don't like it. Maybe because they can't confirm if it was actually suicide. Like...
From the top of the Ferris wheel, yeah, they don't know if it's an accident or, like, if they jumped. I think is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a, like, 3 people have died from this, but we don't know how.
Yeah.
Over a dozen children reported missing in the House of Horrors since its construction. And 1 report of drowning in Tunnel of Tales.
In this park, that is very possible, actually. They could have just fell.
Considering all of this, it's the sheer volume of incidents means that it is my strongest recommendation that Atlantic Island Park be closed immediately. Signed, David Wolseth.
It is my strongest recommendation.
Yes. We should not get on the top of this thing.
No, we should get on it.
After the discussion we just had about, postpartum and everything like that, something tells me where's the doors to these things? Actually, I'm just realizing where are the doors?
There are no doors. There's a door on the other side.
No, we need 2 doors. There should be 2 doors to that. you doing today, Ross? By the way, how are ya? How you doing?
Hello. So Aspire's never seen like this game. I played it like way back in the day, so I'm making her experience it.
I've screamed 3 times now.
Yeah, she's already screamed 3 times, and we're only halfway through.
I've also gone off on like 3 different tangents, so this is going great.
Who's running the ride?
I can tell I'm trying to distract myself and trying to get my brain on anything else when I've gone off on like 5 separate tangents. But also, that's just how my brain works in general. I find a thing and I'm like, oh, rabbit, chase it!
Look, it's such a beautiful view. What's wrong with this ride?
Try not to fall off the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, you're right.
Come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Dawn and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some orders, but he didn't.
That's really high up.
Like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home.
That's...
I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale.
Oh, the ride stopped. No, it didn't stop.
No, it's still moving.
I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Dawn and I moved in together, but then, well, he died.
Oh.
According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the air.
He worked at this Oh.
That was one of the quote-unquote suicides.
Oh my god.
Pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
Yeah, I can imagine something like that does not help your mental state.
No.
In the least. I'm waiting for something to fall from above us. I'm gonna be honest. Because we didn't look like we were gonna start falling. I'm waiting for something to fall.
Oh, hello.
No!
Hello! Are you okay? Look, it's not there. There's nothing there. We just imagined it.
I hate this place. I hate this place so much. Like, oh my god! I'm surprised I haven't gotten a text from my mom right now.
I'm wondering why you're screaming so much.
Like, hey, could you maybe not scream so loud? Like...
Are any more notes on a bench?
Oh my god.
No. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna look at the map again.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm guessing we go to the roller coaster now.
Yeah, I would
think the House of Horror's the last place.
I'm going to assume that, of course, the House of Horrors would be the last place we have to go. Because of course it would be.
Yeah. Hey, look, a piece of the Ferris wheel.
Oh, wow.
Where's the one that's missing?
Good question.
Don't worry about it.
I don't like that
Look,
sound.
another one.
That was a bad sound. They just left these here.
Oh, I can kind of move it. I booped it.
That's weird.
I booped it.
You booped it. The music change ain't my favorite thing. I'm just gonna say.
A ticket! Oh,
we need a ticket for that!
Well, of course, you can't get on the ride without a ticket. Are you good?
Of course not. Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. That looks like our kid. A little.
It's a little doll. Little itty bitty doll.
This isn't a game, Callum.
Who? What do you mean, Callum?
Who's watching me?
Are you watching, Callum? Callum.
Mommy is coming, Callum. A lot of people idolize their children.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. What is...
Their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go
I'm
Any parent
going to
who takes that
guess.
advice is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It served the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
Yeah. So, like, you see how she goes from, like, pure panic of, like, the mom mode of, oh my god, where's my kid, to I fucking hate him. Like, it's little...
Yeah,
there is such an in-between with, like, parents. Obviously, not every parent goes through this, but, like...
yeah, for sure.
There are parents who do, and it's really sad.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that is the thing that people don't ever... Like, I'm not a parent, so I can't really super comment on it, but, like, I have read a ton of things, and, like, I see how you are with your kids.
Or,
like
I see like the story we read about the woman who, like, left her kid home for a vacation or something and left him without a food thing and they'd be fine. Like, it's not a good mental state.
Like, there are people that don't, and they do need assistance with that kind of stuff. And, like, different aspects of, like, parenthood. Like, parenthood is not easy. It's not for everybody, and it's not easy. Like, it's really important that people get support, especially in the mental health aspect, because, again, especially like we've been talking about, this particular era was not all that keen on it. It was not a thing that you talked about. If you didn't like your kid, you were seen as a monster. Like,
oh yeah.
But it happens. It happens on occasion. There's no fault necessarily that you are struggling in, like, connecting with a kid. Well, it just takes a little more support.
Yeah, and then there's the other side of it of, hey, look, a coffee cup. But like, there's the other side of it of not a lot of people can afford to get the help, and that's the problem too. When, like, people look at those situations and think, you know, wonder why they didn't. Sometimes people just don't think there's anything wrong with them, too.
Yeah, like I know for when one of my friends, like, here and things like that had her kiddos and stuff like that, like, there were programs literally handed to her and said, like, hey, here's some support, here's some stuff because you're a new mom and everything like that. Like, that stuff is still new, though. Like, when I heard that was a thing, I was like, oh, that's good.
That is not something, like, I was offered for all 3 of the kids. That was not other than the doctor being like, are you mentally okay? That was their evaluation. Are you mentally okay?
Yeah, like, that's the thing, is like that is the thing, is, like, there are several different ways that it's handled now, which is stupid. It should be across the board, this is how it gets handled, but it's not. It's stupid. I don't like it, and it should be, like, a standard that every mom gets a little bit of help right out the gate. Like, somebody is there to check in and stuff like that. Like, just be like, hey...
Like, you know, obviously I'm on, like, welfare, right?
Yes, yeah.
There's gonna be an ad soon, so we could sit here and talk for a minute.
Yeah.
So, you know, because I signed up for, like, the free lunches at school, well, the school here offers a program for a, they call me every year with a phone number, basically, and they ask, you know, if you ever need anything, like you need clothes, school supplies, whatever, just give us a call and we'll help you out. Now, I didn't get that in California, surprisingly, even though it's one of the states that has, like, one of the highest welfare issues. You would think that that would be offered more there. It's not, well, okay, they don't just give it to you. They don't offer it to you. You have to find out about it yourself by going and asking them if they have those programs. Not every person's going to think to do that.
No, and not a lot of people do. It's already hard enough, like, when you get to that point of, like, no, I actually have to go ask the government to give me some stuff to, like, help feed me and my family and stuff like that. It can be a pride point, and so it's hard to go and ask, like, I need help taking care of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's hard to get to that point. It is not, like, an easy, like, hey, I can go ask somebody. If somebody handed you those pamphlets, though, and went, hey, we're already here talking about this, let me give you this so that
Mm-hmm.
way you know this is available and it's not a problem if you take advantage of it.
And
Like,
every state, every county does different things too. That's the thing
exactly.
too. Like it depends on what they've offered you.
Mhm.
And that is hard. Like I obviously am on it mostly for the medical because we can't afford to pay for our
Yeah.
own medical, but we do
Right.
get food stamps because we only have the one income.
Yeah, which makes sense. Like it's one of those things, again, I fully believe in, like, this kind of stuff needs to be a little bit more across the board and a little, like, just so it's easier, because especially right now with the way things are, like, it's
Well, and you have the other.
gods.
I've had to go through welfare a few times, different places,
Yeah.
different states and stuff. I couldn't get it in Alaska because you have to be a resident for a year. It was the same
Right,
thing.
right.
It wasn't. No, I had to be here for 6 months, so obviously it was a different rule.
Mhm.
But the it's just the different programs because like I said, every state offers different programs. Every state
Yeah.
offers different help, and it also depends on who you're talking to because some of them are not
Yeah.
great to talk to. In my personal
No.
experience, I've had different issues with, like, back when my kids would, like, try to go to the
Mhm.
grandma's house and stuff like that. You know, obviously there was concern, so they sent, like, CPS over. I've had nice
Yeah.
CPS workers, I've had mean CPS workers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
Yeah.
afraid to admit that, like, yeah, no, I'm
Oh,
not the
yeah.
greatest mom in the world. Like, my kids, like, tried to run off to grandma's house because they wanted to visit grandma at 3 in the morning. But, like,
But with the
But
conversations we
obviously-
had around that too, like there were circumstances, like it's
but like,
all very
like how she points out, like how the sheriff gave her this judgmental look, like that is a
Yeah.
constant thing I had to deal
Mhm.
with like officers obviously dealing with the situation. It's not my kids running away, it was that they were trying to go thinking they could go see grandma.
Yeah.
Because they woke up early in the morning and just wanted to go see her and say hi and play games because they have fun at grandma's house. That was how my kids
right,
were.
yeah.
And, like, obviously there was interviews and all that, and, like, nothing ever came out of it, but it was still one of those
Yeah.
situations that they have to check. And that's things that
Yes.
makes it hard when they go through that judgmental part of it.
Yeah.
Because you are immediately, like, in a defense mode when they are judgmental of
Oh,
your,
for sure.
of, like, a mistake, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, freaking Aiden, for example, like they were like, oh, maybe you should put some like an extra lock on the inside of the door. Just put like a chain lock up. And I was like, okay. No, he figured out how to pull a chair over and take the chain off. I had to buy a master lock and put it on the chain so he couldn't get to it. However, he figured out the combination by watching me put it in once, so I had to get one with a key. Like, it was like some kids are just smart.
I don't mean to laugh, but like that is the thing. Is like every situation's different. So if it's a little easier, like it's just God, it's just wild sometimes when I hear about Aiden on it.
Aiden was too smart for me.
Kid. I love your kid so
Aiden is
much. Oh my God.
Aiden is my revenge for like all the times that this is my karma for locking my parents out of the house in the car. This is my karma. That is my son.
There you go.
I did that, by the way. I actually locked my parents out of the house and I locked them out of the car.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
Which I still want to ask. I've never figured out how, because even my mom doesn't know how I did it. I was in a car seat.
Did you what? You were in the back seat?
I was in the back seat in a car seat, and somehow I locked the door. I don't know.
Did you like just reach forward and hit, because I know sometimes like some cars, like if you hit the front driver lock or something like that, you block the entire car.
You know, I'm wondering though, because yeah, I grew up in like the 90s. I don't know if where we were living, if it was required to put your kid in the back or not. Maybe that's why.
Maybe, yeah.
Because
I know that
the
stuff
safety
definitely changed.
Oh yeah, a lot
like,
of the safety
as we were
stuff
growing up.
changed way later, but like yeah. Because even with like all three kids, you know, obviously I've seen a huge difference from Aiden and Kira to when Alex was born, of like how you set up your car and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
And they're not even like terribly far apart in age either.
Yeah,
so it's amazing how much changes in just a few years.
Yeah.
Let's get on the roller coaster.
Research. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh yeah, I've had to look like when were they allowed to wear get in booster seats and get out car seats and all that.
Yeah, there's some because there's like more research and stuff like.
Hello?
What do you mean?
Oh hi.
Why is it around?
He's behind me.
Why?